So what I'm doing right now is, and also, yeah, I did get a new camera mount. And if you're new to my channel, I just talk about being Sigma. So what I'm doing right now is there's some customers that I just kind of messed up on their orders. So now I got to do a little bit extra, and that's a little lesson. If you're a salesperson, if you're you own your own business, or if you just deal with customers in general, there's if you mess something up, you have to go above and beyond afterwards, no matter what it takes to make it right. And sometimes you can turn a bad situation with a customer, if you messed up their order, you missed something in their order, whatever it is, you can actually turn those situations into something where they like you even more than they would have before, which is pretty cool. The other part of that, though, is when you're before all of that happens, you can so easily prevent it. So for me, I was advertising a 20% off discount for the holidays on the kitchen knives that I sell, and blasted that out, made phone orders, sold a few things. And some people, they don't really ask about the discount, and they kind of think it's just automatically on there. But some people do question it, and I, makes sense. But it ended up being something like 10% on what actually happened on their order. And they asked me about it, and I was like, well, shit, that's completely my fault. So now I'm gonna go get them a new knife, and I'm gonna bring it to them, because that's my fault. You got to make that shit right. And in the grand scheme of things, I could just I could honestly just be like, it doesn't really matter, it's one customer, one mess up, whatever. But that's just not the type of person you want to be if you want to make a lot of money. And your reputation spreads really, really quickly. So I think that stuff's really important, going above and beyond in those situations where you mess up, and you can actually capitalize on them. It's going to cost you either in resources, time, whatever. It's going to cost you more than it would have if you got it right the first time. But sometimes, like if you go in a grocery store, or no, let's say you're getting food at dinner and they forget something, but then you tell them and they bring out even more food. Maybe they bring you a brownie, they bring you dessert, they bring you 2 meals. Then you really like the restaurant, and their mistake actually made you, they admitted that they messed up. They say they're sorry, and they make things right by going above and beyond. And now you like that restaurant more than you would have before. You could just capitalize on that moment. So whatever business you're in, you can totally turn bad things into good things. And that applies to life too. Let's say you're in a relationship, which quite frankly, I don't have probably good advice on that. I don't have a girlfriend right now, and I don't really see myself getting one, and girls don't really talk to me as well. So take this with a grain of salt, but I think this principle can definitely be applied in that situation where, let's say you mess up with your girlfriend. You're out at dinner with the bros. Maybe you're talking to a girl and she somehow finds out, and she comes to you and is mad about it. First of all, just admit that you're wrong. That's important to people when you're saying sorry. So admit that you did something wrong. Even if it's something small, just be like, look, I get it. I understand. Because people want to feel understood, and they don't want you to just shut it out. So that's what you do first. And then, just like in business, you go above and beyond. So maybe you get her flowers, and again, like a brownie. She's going to like you a lot more than even before that. You prove to her that situation causes you to go above and beyond. Now, I'm probably in relationships, I don't do that. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's why I'm not in a relationship, and also why I said to take it with a grain of salt beforehand. But I think it's a great example, and I should take that advice. But in business, I definitely do that, and that's what I'm doing right now. So this is my first car video, and I really like this format, so I'm gonna keep doing this. But I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm about to probably make a new one as well.